hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Longhorns will kick it away to start. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Volunteers offense will get first crack at it today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Hand off from the shotgun. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, two great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got the back over the middle. And the runner is down, and so is the flag. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuffed with an interception. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Job number 1 for a defense is to create negative plays, to create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting the big turnover, setting your offense up in great position, and building some mojo. This defense, that is a picture-perfect start.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
To throw, it's Manning. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Oh, man, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field. Nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Wants to keep it in the air. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Fitted in the window for the score. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game.
Well, he's a matchup nightmare because of his size and his speed. It's so difficult for defenses to defend this guy. Nice job there working the post route. Really accurate throw, and it ends up being a touchdown.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Power football with the run. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Vols line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Barnett. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free. This defense happy with how that last. Nelsonville declined the penalty. The Volunteers will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Volunteers will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's reeled in, it's Wingo. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Wide open downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. To the air, it's Manning. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem.
There he goes! Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Leaves it with the running back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first. Wide open spaces. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown ball. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the point after is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. SMU made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms that there is something special brewing with these Mustangs. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Finds his man down the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
That's a really nice-looking catch, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams, Jordan Shipley, not too many. This guy, though, I think has a chance to be special. This guy could go down in Texas history as one of the all-time greats.
As a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field, making the nice tackle.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling to catch.
Just too much defense time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that's now their third sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front seven. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
So here is the Tennessee offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
The Vols come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in fourth down again. Great job there. Pass defense, third down. This defense now starting to put it together.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Matthews. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. And the Vols in a good spot here with second and short. The give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the one.
Turning it on! He's at the tip, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tennessee!
This offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They took it 71 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Motion from the wideout. Grabs it in the middle. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. And the Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Manning. Finds his tight end. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and Neyland on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Volunteers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Wants to throw. It's Barnett. Still looking on the move. He's going to run it. Push down for the tackle. The Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, the power run here. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Volunteers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down. Skips away from pressure. Finds a man on the right. Wrestled out of bounds and the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The new popular phrase for a favorite team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the 1st quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion. It's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing it.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. On the ground, it's Baxter. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas amidst the smoggy smoke there in Rocky Top.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Vols will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Hits the accelerator to the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Arkansas State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week. But they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by a field goal over ULM. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
To the air, it's Barnett. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
To the ground, he's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this 2nd half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Vols are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying play action. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Out of the backfield, he's open. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. New set of downs after the completion. The run from the shotgun. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to
breaks into the open. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Volunteers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vols! If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating them time and time again.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Manning. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And the Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Here's the handoff. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Snagged out of the air. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Give to the running back. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Volunteers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Let's go. Give to the single back. Noses his way forward. Maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll give it to the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Quick strike complete. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
And that's the play the defense had to have, right? You're down in the game. Offense wants to stay aggressive and go for it on 4th, and they're throwing it. All you got to do is get one stop.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting a drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home and come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. To the air, it's Manning. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The Longhorns want to move quickly. To the air on 2nd down. Bring in the heat. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Baxter. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. He's got his man. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
It's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Wants to pass. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with it. It's a fumble! defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And ball security is job security. You give the ball to your running back.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Third down after the run. On the run, it's Lewis. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes